Lately, my buddies and I have been playing a game. Pretend to go bankrupt for a month to test the woman in your life. To make it convincing, my friends, family, and even my company played along. They brought in a new boss for the charade. I swapped my designer clothes for a cheap 5 t-shirt and a beat-up trucker hat, brimming with confidence. I was certain Serena would stand by me, that our love was unshakable. I went to find her, the woman I thought I loved more than anything. But the second she saw me, her face twisted in unhidden disgust, a punch to my gut. Without a word, she had security throw me out like trash. I stood there for ages, mind blank, cold numbness spreading from my chest to my fingertips. All confidence crumbled, leaving only confusion and a sharp, hollow ache. When I finally came to my senses, I shakily dialed another number, voice raw with vulnerability. Sophie, honey, Daddy's gone broke. I don't even have a place to stay. My daughter's sweet, innocent voice cut through the numbness. Daddy, don't be scared. You can have my room. When Benny called, I was baking a cake in the kitchen. My daughter, playing on my phone, answered it. I didn't hear what he said, but suddenly my 4-year-old's face lit up, and she ran to me so fast one shoe fell off. Mommy, this is great. Daddy's gone bankrupt. He can come to my birthday party this year. Bankrupt. The word hit me like a brick, and I froze, staring at the phone. The call was still connected. The contact labeled ex-husband. Benny only called on holidays, summoning me to his parents' house to play the happy couple, a cruel charade that made my skin crawl. The moment we were out of their sight, he dropped my hand coldly and drive to Serena, his car filled with gifts and roses I never got. I'd clutched the 1,000 performance fee he tossed me, standing in the cold with a dull, empty ache. It covered our rent for 6 months, and that was all that mattered. I was confused, irritation and bewilderment swirling. Why wasn't he calling his beloved Serena, but me, the woman he discarded like garbage? Benny's voice came cautiously, almost humble a tone. I'd never heard from him. Luna, I have nowhere to stay, haven't eaten all day. Can you take me in? I was about to snap no, jaw tightening with lingering anger at his betrayal and disregard for Sophie and me. But Sophie clutched my skirt, her big grape purple eyes blinking with pure desperate hope, and my resolve wavered. Mommy, please. All the other kids have both parents at their parties. My heart ached sharply. I knew how much she longed for her father's love, how many nights she'd hidden her disappointment. Benny did love Sophie. In his flawed way, he took her to theme parks, bought her dresses and princess boxes, warm moments I couldn't bear to take from her. But once Sophie came home dejected, saying she'd never bother him again, and a fierce rage overtook me. I dropped my spatula, stormed to his villa, and slapped Serena repeatedly, my strength forged from years of washing dishes and swallowing pride. I shoved her head into the toilet to clean her filthy mouth, to make her pay for hurting my daughter. After that, Benny never mentioned seeing Sophie again, and I felt bitter satisfaction mixed with sadness. But today was her birthday. I relented, voice softening. Benny, Sophie misses you. You can come for dinner. He sighed in relief, a sound heavy with gratitude and hope. You are still at the Crestwood Estates, right? I am on my way. I frowned, confused. I've never been there. I rent an apartment at Maple Creek, near Sophie's kindergarten, lined with food stalls, karaoke bass at night, pest control vans below. Nothing like your luxury complex. A long silence followed, his embarrassment palpable, before he asked for my address. Even in cheap clothes, Benny's presence was undeniable. His posture still held the air of a man who'd once had everything. The moment he walked in, Sophie launched herself at him, hugging his leg, and my heart softened. Despite the walls I'd built, he stroked her head fondly, warmth in his eyes I hadn't seen in years. But when his gaze scanned our small 2-bedroom apartment, that warmth vanished, replaced by shock and disapproval. This is the kind of place you have my daughter living in. My hand, holding the teapot, froze, anger flaring anger at his arrogance, his inability to see the love I'd poured into this home. Our apartment was nicely renovated, everything Sophie had picked out, all paid for by my hard work. No matter how hard it got, I never let her feel inferior. But Benny, who lived in a 5,000 square foot villa with Serena, only saw crampedness, something beneath